being good at it indeed. Well, you're about to WatchPony.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Pinkie Pie Breaks.
You bring out the strangest ponies.
For this list, we're looking back at moments where Pinkie breaks more than just the fourth wall, but also breaks boundaries of the show, pulls impossible feats, or makes references to pop culture. After all, she's
super extra Pinkie Pie today.
Number 10. Stop the Bats, Bats. Musical numbers are unexplained, yet always seem to be rehearsed. But in this musical number, something was a little bit off.
Stop the bats, make them go and not come back. Stop the bats, make them go.
Pinkie Pie strikes again, as this Tim Burton-inspired song had the entire cast singing together in unison. Pinkie plays along, but not without her favorite color. Number 9. Ball Emergency, It's About Time. Pinkie pulls objects out of nowhere all the time, mostly from the ceiling. But in this episode, we get to see how it's done.
I have balls stashed all over Ponyville, in case of ball emergency. Hey, Cerberus! Look what I have!
Pinkie explains that she stashes various things all over Ponyville in case of any emergency, which includes balls and eye patches.
Hey! Don't worry, Twilight. I have eye patches stashed all over Ponyville, in case of eye patch emergency.
Oh good, at least we know one. Number 8. Pinkie Prime, Equestria Girls. Pinkie Pie gives a nod to another Hasbro toy line with this little sound effect right here. Sound familiar? That is actually the transformation sound used in Transformers throughout the years. Seems a little bit unnecessary though, since she only transformed from a ball to a pony again. But nonetheless, Hasbro toys must stick together.
I love this, this is so good.
Number 7. What's in Those Bags? Party of One. As far as fastest characters go, we know it's either Rainbow Dash or Applejack, but Pinkie Pie is ridiculous in this case. When Rainbow Dash is being chased by Pinkie, Rainbow Dash flies as far away as possible, yet Pinkie always manages to beat her to it. This is known in cartoon terms as the Pepe Le Pew gag, but in Party of One we see that she actually runs and can run as fast as Rainbow Dash can fly. Now that is fast.
I know you're in there!
Number 6. Hey, that's what I said. Over a barrel. This gag is essentially Pinkie's classic when it comes to breaking the fourth wall. The show comes to a circle transition out.
Hey! That's what I said!
But then Pinkie stops it midway and then talks directly to the audience. This gag essentially made Pinkie the fourth wall breaker she is known today. And it was even done again at the end of Magic Duel, but with Pinkie and Twilight Sparkle. Number 5. The Quiet Dive, Too Many Pinkie Pies. When Pinkie decides to cancel her plans to hang out with Rainbow Dash, you know she's considerate. When she decides to make copies of herself in order to hang out with Rainbow Dash and Applejack at the same time, she is very considerate. But you know she is extremely considerate when she breaks the laws of physics. We also give credit to Rainbow Dash, as she is the first one to ask.
How'd you do that?
But in the end, she knows it's a lost cause. Number 4. What Just Happened? A Friend Indeed. Finally, we get to peek inside of Pinkie's mind. When Pinkie gets a newcomer to Ponyville, the unexpected happens, and he doesn't become her new friend.
Give us smile!
When this happened, she analyzed what happened in the only way she knows how.
What just happened? Meet some pony new, check. Introduce myself, check. Sing random song out of nowhere, check. Become instant best friends, uncheck.
This sparked the felt and arts and crafts trend of fandom and pushed a new dimension for the show that included real-life pictures and video. And if that wasn't enough,
Be your friend.
Number 3. Bet you can't make a face crazier than this. Too many Pinkie Pies. This episode included a moment where Pinkie gives a nod to a former self.
Bet you can't make a face crazier than that.
Referencing to the third generation Pinkie Pie, she gave this one practically to all the bronies, either as a lovely trip down memory lane or as nightmare fuel. Love or hate the G3s, Pinkie Pie knows about it. And that's scary. Number 2. Pinkie Sense, feeling Pinkie keen. We hardly see any Pinkie Breaks come back for a second round, but this Pinkie Break had an entire episode dedicated to it. The Pinkie Sense started out as having a twitchy tail that can tell when things are going to fall, but then it expanded to achy shoulders that could tell if there's an alligator in the tub, and combos that can tell if there are opening doors.
Oh, my fortune telling has nothing to do with my Pinkie Sense, silly. It's only good for vague and immediate events.
This gag was seen again in other episodes, and it's actually a trait that other ponies can have, as Cheese Sandwich also carries this trait. Number 1. The Equestria Girls plot, My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Human or not, Pinkie is random in any way, shape, or form. But no one was prepared for what Pinkie just said.
You're from an alternate world and you're a pony princess there, and the crown actually has a magical element embedded in it that helps power up other magical elements, and without it they don't work anymore, and you need them to help protect your magical world. And if you don't get the crown tonight, you'll be stuck in this world and you won't be able to get back for like a really, really long time.
Talk about a spoiler alert. Pinkie breaks about as much boundaries as possible with this one. It's almost like Pinkie Pie was a part of the writing staff. And what's her explanation?
How did you know all that? Just a hunch.
This gag was done again at the end of the movie, but as her original self.
It reminds you of a guy you met in the other world who played guitar and was in a band and helped prove he didn't destroy all the decorations for a big dance, so you could still run for princess of the big dance, and then asked you to dance at that dance? Right? How did you know that? Just a hunch.
I guess it's just proving in the end that all Pinkie Pies can break more than just the fourth wall. Well, do you agree with our list? What Pinkie Pie moment had you speechless? Leave a comment below, and while you're down there, feel free to suggest more top 10s, or check out the site WatchPony.com for more MLP goodness. You may now look away.
Where did that even come from?